Hi everyone, Jeremy here, thanks for watching today. This video is a Craft Your Stash collaboration challenge with Jessica from Paper Ink Stamp. Jessica is one of the winners from Card Maker of the Year 2021. She provides commission work for magazines such as Simply Cards and Papercraft. And she's a fellow YouTuber, so I'll link her channel below. So in today's video I'm going to be making a 3D gift bag. Just going to pop an image on the screen and this is the inspiration for today's make. We've decided to use limited supplies and a limited colour palette, so I'll just go through what we're going to use. So Jessica has created her own stamp set and this is available in her Etsy shop, so I'm going to be using that today, which is the Ultimate Big Words, and she also has another stamp set which is the Ultimate Sentiment Builder, and these are a really good set to have in your stash. I'm also going to be using the Nordic Christmas sentiments and tags from Textures, and I want to use the tag die. Then from Simply Made Crafts, I'm going to be using the hexagon clutch box die set just for the flowers, leaves and the eyelet embellishment. And then the paper pack that I'm going to be using is Fresh Florals, and this is from the range. So we've decided to use base colour palette on this, and then I've got additional cardstock in yellow and I'm using the Aldi cardstock. So you don't necessarily need all these dies. The gift bag can be created with just using a scoreboard and a pair of scissors and some glue, but these are more for embellishments. So to create the front and the back of the gift bag, you'll need 2 pieces of pattern paper that measures 9.5 by 12. Along the 12-inch side we're going to score at 9 and 11.5. Then you'll need another 2 pieces of pattern paper, and this is for the center of the bag. So this measures 9.5 by 11. Then to create the sides of the bag, you need 4 pieces of 3.5 by 9.5. Along the 9.5 inch side we're going to score at 8.25, and then along the 3.5 side we're going to score at 1/2 and 3. So that's all the scoring. So I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines. So for the front and the back, I'm going to round off the corners at the top there. You have a 1/2 inch tab here at the bottom, and I'm just going to take a little wedge off each end there up to the first score line, and I'm going to do that on both pieces. For the middle section, I'm going to take a ruler and a pencil, and from each end I'm going to mark at 1.25 on each side, and then I'm going to mark down 1 inch from the top there, and I've joined the marks up, and we're going to cut away these pieces. To make both sides even, I'm going to turn one over and line them up. I'm just going to cut them both at the same time because we're going to be gluing those together a little bit later. So just to make sure that both sides are exactly the same, that's why I'm cutting them together. And then if you've got any pencil marks, just remove those. And then for your side pieces, fold and burnish again. And we're going to take a little wedge from the top here and on the other side. Then on the bottom, we're going to remove this square here. And take a little wedge there, so we're creating a tab. There we go. So that's your 1 1/4 inch score line here. So you'll cut up from the bottom, remove this part, and then take a wedge from the top and this piece here. So you need to do that on all 4 pieces. So first I'm going to work on the assembly of the center panel of the bag. So I have my 2 pieces of pattern paper. So with the pattern paper facing the right way up, I'm going to attach the side pieces, one here to the right and one here to the left, so that when we look on the inside of the bag, the tabs won't be showing. So I'm going to attach those and then come back to you. So that's the front piece completed, and it's going to sit like so, and then we'll add the panel on the front here, and then we need to do exactly the same for the back. So there's our back piece, exactly the same as the front piece. So the next thing I want to do is add some construction glue here on this panel, and this is Collal all-purpose glue. This will really help strengthen the center of the bag. And then I'm just going to place the other panel right over the top, make sure everything lines up. So there we go. So even though we cut both corners the same, I'm still getting a little bit of colour peeking through here. So I'm just going to trim it off, so you can't see any of that green. So that's the centre of the bag complete. So you'll have the 2 sides like this, and then the centre panel. And as you can see, the tabs are all hidden on the inside there. So next we're going to attach the front and the back of the bag. So I'm adding glue to the 1/2 inch tab here, and I'm going to attach it along this edge. And I'm going to do exactly the same then on the back. So I've attached both pieces, as you can see. Apologies if you can see my camera stand. I've had to really zoom up to try and get everything in. So I'm going to bring the centre up here. Again, sorry about the camera angle. And what I want to do is attach this bottom tab here along this piece, and attach this piece to this back piece, and then that'll just bring everything up there and create the front pocket of our bag. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do that on all 4 sides, and I'm going to use the Collal glue for the bottom to help strengthen, and the quick grab glue for the side tabs. So as you can see, I'm putting the bottom tabs in place, and then I'm going to bring up this side piece. And attach those together. I'm going to lie this back down. Make sure that the sides line up. Sorry that I can't quite get this on camera. You just want to put your bone folder or your hand in there and press the tab against that pattern piece so that they can attach together. So there we go, we've got the front piece there of the bag. Just hold it that way. Hopefully you can see it a bit better. So it's now starting to take some shape. I'm going to do exactly the same now then on the back. So now everything's attached. So as you can see, I've got one pocket here and another there. I apologise if it's not the best camera angle again. So this is the front of the box. I'll try and turn it on the side so you can see it better. And now I'm going to attach the handle. So I have a piece of 9.5 by 1. Along the 9.5 inch side, I'm going to score at 1. Turn it back on the 1 inch side, and I'm going to score it 1/2 inch down to 1 3/4 or thereabouts. Turn it back on the opposite side and then score at 1 on this end. Flip it back round and score it down to 1 3/4 again. So I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut along this score line here, this 1/2 inch score line, up to the first score line. And I'm just cutting in the centre there. I'm going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. I'm going to use my bone folder to add a curve to the cardstock, loosen those fibres up a bit. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold on this score line. I'm going to attach glue. So you don't want to attach it to these two parts here. After that first score line, you want to attach the glue. And then hold it in place. I'm going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. So attach glue there. Fold it over and hold it in place. So once you're happy with that, I'm going to attach. So I split these in half and one's going to go each side, and I'm going to glue them down. If I can open it. There we go. I'm just going to attach them like so. I'm going to use the cloud glue just to strengthen it. And I've added some pencil marks there at 1.5 as a guideline, so I've got the handles are even each side. So I'm going to set that aside now and let it dry, and I'm going to work on my tag and sentiment. So using the tag die, I've die cut 2 pieces of pattern paper. I also have some gold eyelets, yellow flowers and some foliage. So I've gone for a teal colour and a gold, and they're going to be ready to decorate my tag. Just set them to one side. I want to heat emboss my sentiment, and let me just check. I want my flowers sort of to go there. And then out of the sentiments, I'm going to pick paper hugs. I thought that was really sweet. The stamp is too long to fit across the tag, so I've cut it in half, and I'm going to place this more towards the bottom so I can have the flowers and the leaves at the top. I'm just going to get this placed, make sure it's all lined up. I'm just using my embossing buddy to prep the surface. So I'm just going to use my Versamark to stamp my sentiment. Just going to go in for the second time, make sure I've got good coverage. I'm happy with that. Take some scrap paper. I'm going to add my white embossing powder. Tap off the excess. Happy with that. Now I'm going to preheat my tool for about a minute. So there's my sentiment. So I'm going to attach these now together using the collal glue just to make it nice and strong. And then it should also help if there's any warping with the cardstock. I want to add the gold eyelets on each side. So I've just picked out some gems from my stash, and I'm going to attach those to the flowers. Now I'm going to add the rest of the eyelets to the handles. So I'm going to add one there, and then on the opposite side as well. So there's the final bag. Turn it this side so perhaps you can see it a little bit better. So you've got the 2 pockets there inside and the centerpiece with the handle. I've attached the tag using some white and gold twine, and then that sort of gives the look there on the side of that side bag. So I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. These are all my own measurements, and I've taken inspiration from the picture that I showed at the start. and this is ideal for Christmas. You've got the 2 pockets there, I don't know if you can see it, which will store quite a number of gifts, some light clothing. I'm just going to bring in a box of Ferrero Rochers, so they fit nicely there in that front pocket, and you've still got a bit of room. So you could buy 2 boxes of chocolate, put a different gift here in the back, and then from the front it's nicely disguised. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please don't forget to like, comment or subscribe to the channel. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. And don't forget to head over to Jessica's channel and watch her video using very similar products. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.